Hey beautiful, welcome back to my tarot channel. If this is your first time here, I'm Roya. I'm an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything's going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is a very exciting one because it's all about your big day. So, my dear, let's see what messages we can get about your wedding day. Anything that is meant for you to know can come through is definitely welcomed. And by the way, I don't think I have mentioned that, but this is gonna be a candle wax reading, and this was a suggestion of one of you guys, so thank you very much for that as always. And please, my dear, if you have any more suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And it doesn't matter how many you have, just feel free to write down as many as you would like to. So my dear, let's go back to this reading. As always, I have 3 piles you can choose from, and today I have a card and a crystal for you guys. So this is pile 1 with the 4 of Wands, this is pile 2 with the Lovers card, and this is pile 3 with the 10 of Pentacles. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. You will find all the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comment section. And please keep in mind, my dear, that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal one, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what can we get about your big day? What do you need to know about your wedding day? Now, my dear, with candle wax reading now, I really want to keep it open, so any message that is meant for you regarding this day is welcomed. I set the intention also, as you can see, my dear, I have already darkened the room for you guys. And yeah, as always, I have also meditated, so let's start straight away. Let me get you your candle. All right, so for my beautiful pile 1. All right, okay. Oh no, let me light it up again. Okay, let's go. So for my beautiful pile 1, as always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here. Pile 1, what do you need to know about your wedding day? Let's see, let's see. Okay. The first thing I would like to say, I'm getting a message. It has nothing to do with the wedding day yet, but something with your future spouse. But still, I kept it open, so I'm gonna say whatever comes through. For some reason, I'm getting the message that when you met your future spouse, or when you will meet them, for those of you guys who haven't, when you will meet your future spouse, you will know who they are. Like, you will know that this person is your future spouse. It's either that you guys are extremely intuitive and you just have a feeling for that, especially if, for example, this is a spiritual connection. Maybe you will recognize them for a very significant person for you. Or for others, as an example, if you are living in a country in which, like, for example, arranged marriage is a thing, then, of course, when you will see them, you will know that this is the person you will marry. But however the situation is going to be, you will get a clue, or you will understand pretty quickly that this is the person that you want to spend your life with, or you would want to have as a long-term partner. And yeah, recognition is coming through. So for some, this could definitely be a very significant connection, a spiritual connection. Now, I got a message now coming through regarding your wedding day. And what I'm receiving is that pile one, I saw like a lot of sunshine. I really feel like your wedding day is gonna be perhaps at a day in the year in which definitely very good weather, like a lot of sun shining through. Or for some of you guys, maybe it's gonna be at a very sunny place. If you're living in like in a country in which all seasons are there, so maybe it's gonna be in the summertime. But whatever it's gonna be, I see that it's a very bright day. It's not gloomy, it's not cold. No, it's actually really, really warm. So that's why I felt like perhaps it's gonna be at a place where it's maybe very sunny. Now, one thing I would like to also mention is that I'm getting a lot of energy from your future spouse coming through, which is very interesting, let's say that. And I can't even say how much your future spouse is gonna desire you. Like, your future spouse is gonna have a lot of passion for you guys. I don't know whether some of you guys, maybe you are waiting till this day to be with them physically. For others, maybe that's not what you do. But for someone, like for some reason, they're very passionate. Like, they have a lot of desire within them that wants to be expressed, and I feel like this is gonna be the day for a lot of you guys in which you're actually gonna do that. So another thing I would like to say is that I see a lot of guests, so this really feels like a big wedding. This doesn't feel like a small wedding, actually the complete opposite. I see a huge gathering. But although it is a big wedding, it doesn't feel like strangers being there. You know, sometimes maybe someone thinks that if they have a big wedding, they kind of get, they lose track of, you know, who they have like invited or who's going to be there. It doesn't feel that intimate anymore. But honestly, even though this is a very big wedding, it feels very oops. I dropped the candle. Let me light it up again. So, as I was said, even though this is a big wedding, it doesn't feel like that's not what you want. Like, I don't know whether at the time when you and your future spouse are going to be together, whether you guys just know a lot of people, but this really feels like you guys, wanting or having a lot of loved ones around you. Even though it's a lot, it's still very close and very private, you know? I hope you guys understand what I mean. Another thing I would like to say, I don't know whether this is perhaps someone's culture, but I see a lot of money being gifted or even gold. So for some of you guys, you could be from a culture in which it is very common to gift the bride and groom gold or money instead of gifts, okay? Or it could be the case that if it's not your culture, still you're gonna have a lot of people around who are gonna gift you those things because maybe they are from that culture in which they do that. I see a lot of dancing, you guys. And this is why, like, as I said, a big wedding with a lot of dancing. Yeah, like, I don't know why I'm receiving this message, but someone's family member or friend could even practice something, like some kind of dance for you guys or something like that, like some kind of surprise element. You could have a relative or a friend who's going to surprise you with a very like funny or maybe even impressive performance. Wow, that's very nice. Okay, I'm also seeing that. Okay, so you know sometimes the bride or the groom they drive to the wedding place, the wedding celebration in I don't know what it's called like a wagon, or it's not a chariot, no. Is it called a coach or something like that? You have to help me out here. But like, the kind of that Cinderella, for example, also goes to the ball. And I'm so sorry, you guys, I totally forgot the word, but I think it's called coach or something like that. I literally see someone also, yeah, using that to go to the main place, and it's gonna be a very romantic thing. So maybe for some of you guys, you always dreamed of that, or you always wanted to have such a little bit like princessy kind of experience on your wedding day. Of course, as always, take it how it resonates, because I'm receiving a lot of messages for a lot of you guys, but this is definitely coming through for someone. And I'm hearing, I feel like a queen, or I feel like a king. So it's kind of like this is the sensation or the feeling you're gonna have on your wedding day, and it's gonna be so beautiful, like so many memories. I feel like for some reason at your wedding day you're going to experience a lot of things that you always dreamed about. Now let me explain what I mean by that. Maybe some of you guys, you always dreamed about getting married, or for others maybe you always dreamed about a certain kind of wedding, maybe the decor, or the kind of dress or suit you're gonna wear. It's kind of like there are a lot of elements in your wedding that you have been, like dreaming about. Okay, I don't know whether some of you guys are someone who have been thinking about it a lot, and you have a certain vision of what you would like your wedding to be like. But I'm getting a lot of dreams coming true, basically. Like, this truly is your day. This really is your big day. There is no doubt about that. And most importantly, the one thing that's above everything is the love that you guys share for each other. And it is undeniable. It is undeniable that two people are getting married who truly love each other, like a beautiful union. And your family, your friends, they're all gonna be witness of that. Like, no one is gonna question whether you guys are in love with each other or not, because it's so visible. And I truly feel like this is the kind of wedding that a lot of people are gonna support. Like, both your families and friends, they see how good you are for each other, and there is a lot of support, a lot of like motivation for you guys to do it, to go for it. And definitely love people cherish that. I see that coming through so clearly. Pile one, like, honestly, you guys got the Four of Wands card, right? And that's actually such a beautiful card to get, because the Four of Wands for me is the marriage card. So yeah, that's just, and wow, and look at the people. I don't know if you can see it in the darkness, but I think it's still visible. There are two people dancing with each other and playing like music and stuff like that. And that's really the magic of your wedding. It's like enjoying yourself, being in the moment, and it is truly a day of celebration. And what I also find very interesting is that the bride and groom, or however your wedding is gonna look like, sometimes the people, they have like, they're very stressed, right? Because I mean, a wedding is a very big day, right? And very often, even though it is your wedding, you may be very stressed about it. And yeah, it can sometimes, oh, look at the candle. It can sometimes be yeah, something very, very stressful. But for some reason, I feel like with you guys, you're not gonna have a lot of stress at that day. I don't know whether you have a wedding planner, or even if you have planned a lot yourself, it's definitely all finished. Like, at the day of your wedding, you don't have to worry about anything. You really give it to other people to take care of, the little things, or, you know, to organize it, and you just really enjoy the day. And I see you doing that. I see you exactly just enjoying it. And wow, Padawan, like, this is actually such a dreamy wedding. Like, I am literally right now in the feeling of it, and it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day, as it should be, full of joy and love and celebration, and it's truly the best way to explain it. But let me see if I can get anything more. Can we get more information about the wedding day, please? Okay, this could be a specific message for someone, but for some of you guys, you may have to move somehow after this wedding. Like, in order to be with your future spouse, maybe you have to move to a different city or to a new place, or for some, maybe even to a different country. But of course, take it how it resonates. It could be short distance or long distance, but I see someone moving. Hey, maybe it's not you, maybe it's your future spouse. It could also be that case, but it's being emphasized here for me. So yeah, just for someone to know that's something I'm getting. You and your future spouse, you are very compatible. You are very compatible. I feel like when we talk about the planning of the wedding, there wasn't a lot of argument or conflict at all. You guys are pretty passionate about this day, of course, and whether you have also a support of a wedding planner or not, you definitely have put a lot of love into this planning and organization of this very big day for both of you guys, right? But it's in a very harmonious way. Like, it's not in, oh my goodness, like, my future spouse wants this, but I want that. Like, how are we gonna make it? No, you're really gonna bring both ideas together, and you're gonna create something beautiful out of it. Like, this is the energy. It's truly very harmonious, which, for planning a wedding could sometimes be very rare, because I mean, a wedding can be something very stressful, because yeah, it's truly a very important day for a lot of people, right? So when something is so important, people tend to stress themselves out even more. But with you guys, I feel like you and your future spouse, you actually have a very beautiful, like, influence on each other, and it's very calming. So none of you guys is coming through, although you both have so much passion, like, you're very passionate people. Still, when we talk about you guys together, you know how to calm each other. You have a very nurturing energy, both of you guys, and effect on the others. So even if you're going through something that actually could be stressful, I feel like you guys are gonna approach it in a very calm and collected way, which is gonna, of course, help you guys tremendously when it comes to stressful situations. But I truly feel like this wedding is, yeah, it hasn't taken love energy away from you. In fact, I feel like it went much more smoother than maybe for most couples, okay? So that's very interesting here. Okay, I see a woman. It could be someone's mother or aunt, or a very important female figure in someone's life, but someone is wearing red. And this is such a random message, but I literally see a picture, a very sweet picture, and this woman is on it. Like, you guys having a picture only with her. Yeah, why am I getting this? This is so random, you guys, but that's something I just received. Honestly, this has to be one of the most beautiful energies when it comes to wedding days, because It truly is all about the love that two people share with each other, as it should be, and how all the people around and invited celebrate this union. This is literally this energy in a nutshell. And wow, you know, your wedding is not gonna feel overwhelming or as I said multiple times now, stressful or too much. It's gonna feel so nurturing, full of love. And as I said, even though I feel like you have a lot of people around, like a lot of people are invited, and this could be considered a big wedding, still it's gonna feel very intimate. Which I try to explain, right? Sometimes when people think of a big wedding, maybe they're like, oh no, I don't want that because I just want my loved ones to be there. I want a very intimate and very sacred space, and yeah, just the most important people there. But this is literally what I'm feeling for you guys. But still, a lot of people, like maybe for some of you guys, at the time you will like marry your future spouse. For those of you guys who haven't, I really feel like you may have a lot of people in your social circle that are very dear to you, and you definitely can't even imagine not being here. Yeah, this is all I'm getting for you, pal one. My dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this very heartwarming reading, truly. As always, my dear, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal one, take care, my dear. Hey pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see. What do you need to know about your big day? What information can we get about it? As always, my dear, I already darkened the room a little bit and also meditated for you guys. So, my dear, I would say let's start straight away. Let me light up your candle and let's see. What messages do we have for you about your beautiful big wedding day? So, let's see. Let's see. All right, so as always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile 2. What do you need to know about your wedding day? Let's see. Okay, so I'm getting a message that has nothing to do with your big day, but kind of, okay, I'm gonna start with this. I see that you're, for a lot of you guys, of course, as always, take it how it resonates, right? Because this is a general reading. But for the majority of you guys, your future spouse is going to be the one proposing to you. Okay? Of course, for some of you guys, it could also be the other way around. But I'm seeing for the majority that it's going to be your future spouse proposing for you. And what I'm seeing is that it's going to be very unexpected. It could be a surprise proposal. So, for example, maybe you think you're going somewhere fancy, and then they will have prepared something very sweet for you, and then they will propose. So, there is something about that here, and I don't know why it's coming through because I set the intention for the like wedding day, but I mean it is a part of the wedding day, right? I mean, of course, proposal stuff, right? But yeah, maybe for someone, this is gonna be important to hear. Maybe some of you guys liked that. Maybe you like to be surprised, or maybe this is something you always imagined to have when it comes to proposal. You would like to get surprised in a very sweet and loving way. Now, another thing I'm getting, I don't know why I'm getting so much like surprise energy, but I'm also seeing that at your wedding day, your future spouse will gift you something that you haven't expected. It's also going to be a surprise to you as well.
it could be a piece of jewelry. I feel like your future spouse will give you that when you guys are alone. So, not during the celebration. I feel like they will give you that when you are, for example, at home, when when the celebration is like over and you head back, or if it's at home, maybe it's gonna be at a hotel. Of course, it depends on your individual situation, but I see you at the end of the night when you guys are at a very intimate place and it's only you guys together, no one is around. They're gonna gift you that, and I'm hearing it's gonna be a huge. I'm hearing display of love or like a huge way for them to express their love through that gift. I don't know, maybe this is something you've always wanted, or maybe there is something about it that is very dear to both of you guys, but I see them doing a very sweet gift, which once again, you haven't really expected. It's gonna be a huge surprise for you, but it's gonna be full of love. You're gonna feel it, they're gonna feel it as well, and it's gonna be a very emotional moment. Like for some of you guys, maybe you're even gonna share a tear, or I definitely see you guys hugging afterwards, maybe even kissing, but it's gonna be very meaningful, basically. Now, when it comes to your wedding, I see that you and your future spouse definitely have a huge saying. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Like, sometimes people give the wedding planning to a wedding planner, right? They pay someone, or they give other people the responsibility, and they trust in other people's profession or talent regarding that. With you guys, I don't feel like your wedding is completely the responsibility of a wedding planner. For some of you guys, even absolutely not. I feel like you guys have a lot of saying. Like, you guys are gonna be very deeply, yeah, very deeply. How do you say that? Like, you're gonna have a huge part in your wedding. You're gonna maybe even actively plan it through. Everything from the flowers to the decoration to the place to the different areas of it. I really feel like you guys are the kind of couple who's not gonna give it away to a wedding planner, but you want to be a part of it all. And I see you guys, through that also making a lot of different memories with each other. For example, you may go to different food places and taste the food and see whether that's what you want. And it's going to be so fun. Or, going to the places for the flower arrangement. Like, I see you guys being very active. It's not like you're going to give it to someone, to a professional, and then you're going to just like step away from it till the wedding day. No, you guys definitely have been planning every single step very actively as well. And this can actually be something very stressful, right? Because a wedding can be one of the most stressful things there is. But with you guys, I'm not seeing a lot of stress. It's more so coming from a place of love. You're not doing it because you don't have any other like option, and it's actually something you don't want to do. Now, I see you guys loving to do that. Like, you want to have a part of all the planning, because the planning itself is also such a beautiful, yeah, such a beautiful thing for your relationship. I see you also doing a lot of memories. I know why. I feel like someone could even have like a camera, or I don't know, is it a Polaroid camera? But like, someone is taking pictures at every step of the journey. Once again, for example, when you go to the cake place and you might taste the different flavors, or when you go to the food place, or when you go and pick the decoration and the dress and or the suit and stuff like that. I see you guys like this journey. The planning is gonna bring you guys even more together. And I feel like a big reason why you guys chose to plan your weddings yourself is because I'm hearing it would have been like half the fulfillment, or like half the fun, if someone else would have done all this for you guys. Because, look at the Lover's card. Let me put that aside for a second. Look at these two people, okay? I don't know if you can see it great because it's a little bit dark, but this is like all about them. And this is all about their relationship and their union and their love. And this is all that matters. So you're not gonna approach your wedding in a, oh my goodness, like it's so stressful, like I don't want to do this, like I'm done, let someone else do it and stuff like that. No, you just want to be together. And of course it may be stressful here and there because that's just a part of, I guess, planning a wedding. But it's not really about the wedding that much, it's about you guys, okay? You, and that's what's gonna make all this planning even more fun. So you see, although this is about your wedding day, I have received a lot of messages towards the journey when it comes to it, right? From the proposal to all the little things regarding you guys actually taking like charge when it comes to planning it. Another thing I would like to say as well, though, is that I feel like for some of you guys, you could actually perform something on your wedding day. It could be something creative. I don't know whether some of you guys perhaps play an instrument, or you dance, or you sing, or there is something, some kind of talent that you have, but for some reason I see you performing something. For some of you guys, it could be like a full performance, such as a dance or a whole song, maybe dedicated to your future spouse. But if it's not something like that, it could maybe even just be you taking the microphone for a second and really in front of everyone, talking about how much, like how deeply you love your future spouse. And I feel like maybe it's just you saying a few words, but it's gonna turn into such a important moment in the wedding, and something so memorable, because it's gonna be one of the highlights, because you are showing your love, whether it's through words, whether it's through a song, through a performance. But it's gonna be very meaningful, not only for you, not only for your future spouse, but also for everyone else there. Okay, this is like also such a random message, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, this wedding will be very fancy or very expensive. So you will have put a lot of money into this wedding. It doesn't feel like something that you are like holding back from. You definitely will spend a lot, and I'm hearing you will gladly do so. Like both of you guys, you want to create a perfect day, I'm hearing, for each other. And it's either perhaps you have been saving money for that, or maybe just at the time that's just something you want to do. You want to, yeah, to maybe buy a few fancy stuff, or create fancy experiences, not only for you and your future spouse, but also for your guests. But that's definitely something I'm seeing, that it's definitely like something very expensive about it. Something has definitely cost money. Like, and I mean, weddings are, generally speaking, always expensive, right? But with you guys, you want to have a fancy wedding. So you may even spend extra money, is basically what I'm trying to say here. Another thing I would like to mention is that I feel like when it comes to the size of your wedding, when it comes to your guests, it's not too many. Like, it's not a huge wedding, but it's also not a small wedding. It's of course it depends on like what you see as small and big, because from culture to culture, from country to country, that could be seen very different. In some countries, 1,000 guests is not too much. In others, over 100 is too many. So it of course depends on the situation and stuff like that. But whatever, according to your own vision, is a normal size, that's what I'm seeing here. Like, you're gonna have a normal amount of wedding guests. It's not too much, but it's also not too little. I'm hearing the most important people, okay? So the most important people are gonna be a part of this. But once again, I'm not seeing whether it's a huge wedding or whether it's a small, intimate wedding. I feel like it's just the perfect amount for you guys, okay? This is such a random message, you guys. But maybe it's gonna be important to someone. Maybe that's yeah, for someone to hear. Let me see what else I can get. Hmm. Another thing. Okay. Okay, this is a very interesting message, and I feel like it is for someone. It's not for everyone, but if some of you guys have been single for quite a long time before getting married, like before meeting your future spouse, maybe you have been single for a very long time, then what I'm seeing is that, wow, look at the flame. What I'm seeing is that it's gonna be easy for you to get used to also having, like, living with another person, because sometimes, when you have been in a certain energy for a very long time, whether it's being a relationship or being single, you get used to that a little bit, right? And for some of you guys, if you have been single for a very long time before this marriage, you may feel like, okay, will I get used to like living with someone again, because I've been living alone for a very long time. Let me tell you, I really feel like when it comes to you and your future spouse, it's not going to be an issue. It's gonna come so natural, and you're gonna get, yeah, like, it's not even an issue. And I don't know why I got this message. Maybe this is something someone thinks about, okay? Like some kind of worry or something you sometimes may overthink about. Maybe someone is watching this and you have been single for a very long time, and you sometimes ask yourself, like, if I find the right person, will I get used to having someone in my life again? Because I've been doing so many things, like, all by myself for such a long time. Like, can I be okay with, being with someone else again like this, and sharing my space, and, compromising, because it's a part of relationships, right? If someone is having those thoughts, then let me tell you, it's not going to be an issue. The overthinking is really making it bigger than it's going to be, because you're gonna find your person, and that's all that matters. And honestly, it's gonna come so natural. Like, the process of, being by yourself to getting married and being with someone else is gonna flow so natural. You don't have to fear it, or you don't have to overthink it. I'm hearing everything is gonna fall into place beautifully. Okay, so maybe this is some reassurance for someone, but yeah, just wanted to mention that. Okay, this is so random, but I see two people, like, I see the whole place darkening a little bit, and then you and your future spouse dancing with each other. And then I see, for some reason, like, it's either certain lights turning on or maybe candles, but it's gonna look so romantic. And it's so, like, beautiful, because in that moment, all you and your future spouse are gonna focus on is yourself. It's almost like when you are dancing with each other, and the room darkens, and all those lights get like light up, or maybe certain candles are light up. It's almost like you are in your own little world, and I'm hearing literally around you there's pure magic. Okay, this is like such a random message, but maybe this is like one of the best moments of your wedding day, and I'm kind of tuning into it. I can see it. So, yeah, it could be the most memorable second of your wedding. Just that moment in which you and your future spouse, you have your dance and everything around you that just, I'm hearing, turns into magic. Like for some reason the magic word is coming through. Wow. My goodness, pal too. Like, wow. Look at the candle going crazy. Oh my goodness. This is so sweet. I can't. Like, wow. If for some of you guys, you are in some kind of um, if you are from a place in which you have certain like marriage traditions, I definitely see them there. Like for some of you guys, okay, take it how it resonates, but for some of you guys, you and your future spouse, you could also be from two different countries. And I feel like in this marriage, we could have the like many different cultures coming together and being expressed. And I'm hearing it's going to be such a beautiful thing because maybe your future spouse is coming through with their culture and their traditions, and then you're gonna come through with your culture and your traditions, and it's gonna be such a beautiful mixture of colors, of love, of tradition. Wow, this is so beautiful, you guys. Wow. Oh my goodness, Pelchu, like I want to be a part of this wedding as well because it is so breathtaking. Oh my goodness. I'm hearing that for a lot of guests, they may tell you afterwards that this has been the most beautiful wedding they've ever been to. Okay? Like, this is what I'm talking about. This is wow. Like, you guys, so, so magical. Like, look at the candle going crazy. You know what I also find very interesting? You're not gonna have one doubt that this is your person. You're gonna be so sure that this is the right decision for you. You're gonna know that this is my spouse. It's just, it's very sweet. This is gonna be a long day. This is gonna be a very long wedding. Maybe you're even gonna have a longer wedding than most people. It may start very early and end very late, okay? But I just feel like it's almost like you don't want this day to end, you know? Everyone is having so much fun, everyone is having such a good time. We just don't want it to end at all. We want it to just keep going. Pal 2, I love this energy so much. Okay, this is such a random message, but I'm hearing that this is going to be someone's friend, not family, friends or colleagues. It could either be yours or your future spouses, but a few friends or colleagues are gonna gift you guys a gift together, okay? Something they've been working on together, and it's gonna be very meaningful. I feel like it is about your future spouse and their friends or colleagues. And like a lot of laughing. It's gonna be a very funny gift. Why am I getting so many like random messages? But it's gonna make your future spouse very happy. Yeah. This is actually all I have for you guys today, my dear. As always, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this very sweet reading, to be honest. Like, I have enjoyed this energy so much. It's wow. Today, this is like such a beautiful reading. Like, the energy today's are full of love, honestly. My dear, as always, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful pal too. Take care, my dear. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see what can we get about your big day, my dear. What do you need to know? As always, my dear, I darkened the room a little bit and I also already meditated for you guys. So I would say let's start straight away. Let me get you your candle. All right, so for my beautiful pile 3. Oh, I don't know why this happened. Like, almost, I think, in every pile, like, the candle, it turns off again. I think I'm not, like, lighting it up correctly. I have to wait for a few seconds. Okay, I think now it's much better. So, let's see. For my beautiful pile 3, what do you need to know about your wedding day? As always, my dear, please give me a moment. Please give me a moment to tune into the energies in here for my beautiful pile 3. Okay, all right. So, the first message I'm receiving is very interesting. I feel like you have been waiting for a very, very, very long time to get married. Like, I'm seeing that when, like, at the time you will get married, you've been waiting for a very long time, and it's almost like finally. Like, I don't know, maybe this is something you say or something you're gonna hear, but you're just gonna feel like finally I have met my person, finally I am getting married, or finally I am married. I feel like it's something you've been waiting for, like, a very long time, and something you also, yeah, wanted always. And it's almost like this sigh of relief, you know? Another thing I would like to say is that I feel like for some of you guys, a part of your wedding could also be outside. Now, you could have a certain, like, maybe stage outside, or a part of the wedding celebration could be inside and outside, but I see beautiful nature for pal 3. For some of you guys, it could even be somehow near a body of water. I don't know, maybe some of you guys, you want to get married near the ocean or near a beautiful landscape, nature, but I'm definitely seeing that. So maybe there's going to be something outside, such as maybe the dinner or a certain music, but one portion of it at least will definitely be outside. For some of you guys, the whole wedding could be outside, but for others, I'm seeing outside and inside coming through. Also, let me tell you, my dear, this was a message I also received during the meditation, and it's such a beautiful message. I'm hearing that all eyes will be on you. Now, of course, this is your wedding day, right? But besides that, you will look so beautiful. You will, like, honestly, I heard like you will look like a goddess or a god. Like, you will look like someone, you will be glowing. Like, everything is gonna be so perfect, okay? Like, if for some of you guys you're gonna wear makeup at that day, it's gonna suit, like, it's gonna look so beautiful. your suit, your dress. Of course, take it how it resonates, but you're just literally coming through as like your beauty is shining through. And honestly, I feel like for some of you guys, you've never felt as beautiful as like this day. And it's not only about the literally like physical beauty that you have, which of course, I mean, I can see how look you good, like how I can't even talk, how good you look at your wedding day, but it's also about the love that comes from your future spouse that makes you feel glowing and that makes you just shine so bright. And yeah, because love truly can make us glow, my dear. Love can have such a beautiful impact on us, right? And I really feel like at your wedding day, your inside and outside beauty is coming through so strongly. The love you guys have for each other is shining through. Wow, this is like such a beautiful energy, you guys. This is so beautiful. For some of you guys, this could also be a very big wedding, by the way. I don't know, maybe some of you guys, whether you have a lot of relatives or you have a big family, or maybe you just know a lot of people, or maybe you're from a culture in which the wedding celebration is held very big. But I see a lot of people and I see just honestly a big wedding for Pal 3. I feel like some of you guys could have also been drawn to Pal 1. If this is the case, then feel free to watch it. Another thing, give me a second. Okay, another thing, my dear, I would like to mention here is that there's gonna be, okay, wow, this is such a beautiful message. There is gonna be a moment in your guys' wedding in which it's almost like you're gonna hold, you're gonna like stop for a second and then say, is this really happening? Like, am I dreaming or is this reality? Because it's just gonna be such a, like, it's gonna feel like a dream to you. It's like a dream come true. Maybe because some of you guys have been waiting for a very long time for that, and now that it's finally there, it's almost like you can't believe it, but it is real. Like it's really you getting married. And another thing I would like also to mention is that I see someone dancing with a relative. It could be a mother, a father, or maybe a sibling even, but someone who's very dear to you, definitely a loved one. And this dance, I'm gonna be honest, like I see some crying, some tears being shed, but it's gonna be like such a wholesome and such a sacred moment that you will never forget in your wedding day. Oh my goodness, Pal 2, excuse me, Pal 3. I have to come back to how beautiful you look. Oh my goodness, you look so gorgeous. Like, wow. Honestly, I heard drop like jaw-dropping gorgeous, okay? Literally, like literally. Wow. This is your moment. And can I speak about the food, you guys? I feel like the food at your wedding day is gonna be very delicious. Like, it could be the best wedding food that people have ever tried, or like there is just something so delicious about it. Maybe there is a lot of to choose from, or for some that could even be food from different cultures. But I really feel like everyone is gonna enjoy themselves when it comes to the food for sure. Also, the wedding cake is gonna be very delicious. Why am I getting this message? Like, maybe some of you guys, you are big foodies, so for your wedding day, it's so important for you guys to, well, serve delicious food, you know? But let me tell you, it's gonna be very delicious. It is very delicious, okay? Another thing, give me a second. I'm also getting live music. So, some of you guys, you could have live music there. I'm. Hmm, one second, one second. I'm getting like so many messages at once. I really need to gather my thoughts right now. Yeah, I'm seeing live music, and you know the energy of your wedding, my dear, it's gonna feel so warm. It's gonna feel so abundant, so warm, so lively. I truly feel like at this day, you're gonna almost like be on cloud nine, you know, with so many people you love, with literally the person that you love. It's gonna be, I'm hearing, the best day of your life. And everyone's energy is so receptive, it's so warm, it's so generous. It's gonna be incredible. Another thing I see regarding your your wedding day, like I see the rings. And why am I getting like so many random, okay, this is a candle wax reading, of course I'm gonna get random messages, but I don't know, it's just something I haven't really expected. But I'm getting the rings coming through as well, and honestly, like it is so beautiful. I really feel like, yeah, I'm hearing that it's gonna be your dream ring. Like, I don't know whether some of you guys sometimes take some time to look at how, like, the candle just, it was going crazy. I don't know whether some of you guys perhaps, you know, you like to randomly go through different wedding rings, like you like that, you like to plan, or you like to just dream, you know, daydream and stuff like that. But something about this ring may be exactly like what you always wanted. You know, maybe you have right now, you know what kind of ring it is that you want, and the ring, your wedding ring, could actually be looking exactly like that or very similar to that. But I see so much happiness coming through when it comes to the wedding ring. So you're going to be very happy with it, okay? Very, very happy, in fact. Okay, someone's family is going crazy with the dancing. Like, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of dancing, you guys. I don't know whether maybe someone's culture, the dancing is like a huge part of the wedding. Maybe there are certain like dance competitions, or like certain performings. Like, it's part of the wedding for a lot of people to come on the stage and perform and stuff like that. But I see a lot of dancing, like, honestly, so much like sweating, and people are just gonna, yeah, they're gonna burn a lot of calories, let me put it that way. It's like, wow, people are enjoying themselves, you guys. People are gonna enjoy themselves on your wedding. Honestly, I feel like the people around, yeah, maybe they even have a little bit too much fun, if that's even a thing, but definitely everyone is enjoying themselves. So if someone is watching this and maybe you're a little bit anxious, or you're not like you're not sure whether people are gonna enjoy the time on your wedding day, let me tell you, they will. So you don't worry about that, okay? People, they will enjoy the time very, very much, okay? So just so you know. Oh my goodness, guys, this incredible. Another thing I would like to say is that, okay, the honeymoon is coming through as well. For some of you guys, it could be the case that your honeymoon, yeah, pile three, there's something about your pile, and maybe you have, like, I just feel like a lot of things you've been dreaming, maybe daydreaming about, are literally in this energy. So maybe there is a certain country or place you always wanted to go to as a honeymoon vacation, or like time there. And I see that being a huge possibility. So if someone, as an example, always wanted to, you know, go to their honeymoon to, let's say, Bali, I really feel like, yeah, that could be a huge thing here. Or if there has always been certain activities that you wanted to do when it comes to your honeymoon, I really feel like you guys are gonna plan those things. Like the honeymoon is gonna be very dreamy. I got a very similar message for Pal 1 as well, so definitely you guys could be connected here, because Pal 1 also got me a message that was all about them, in a way, always like have planned, what kind of wedding they want, or certain things about their wedding being like a dream come true. They always knew what it is that they wanted, and I feel like for you guys, it's the same thing. You may also be someone who has dreamed a lot about this day, about how you maybe you even have a vision board, or you have like certain like in Pinterest and stuff like that. Like you have been looking around a lot, and what kind of wedding it is that you want, what kind of honeymoon it is that you want. And I really feel like this daydreaming, it's almost like you're manifesting it. It's almost like you're doing visualization here, and you are actually manifesting it. Yeah, I feel like Pal 3, you have been manifesting a lot when it comes to this wedding. And this is what you're gonna feel. Wow. Okay, I see two girls coming through. They could also be younger. Could be someone's sibling, cousins, or family friends, or something like that. But two girls are gonna dance or do some kind of like performance. Honestly, my dear pal 3, if you are indeed manifesting your wedding day, or there are certain things you would like to manifest when it comes to this very significant day, then definitely this energy is encouraging. It's encouraging you to focus on what it is that you want, and that you can manifest the kind of wedding that it is that you want. You can manifest the kind of person that it is that you want to have as a spouse. So if this is a message that resonates with you, then definitely, my dear, this could be a sign for you to keep going, and most importantly, to not lose hope. That's very important as well, to keep believing in yourself and in your vision. I feel like when we talk about the, like, from the day of your proposal to the wedding day, it feels like very fast moving energy. That doesn't mean necessarily that it's going to be very quickly after, like the wedding is going to be quickly after the proposal. Not necessarily, it could also take some time, but you know, sometimes time passes so fast. Like, you may have just been proposed and then time just passes so quickly, and then you get married. Like, for some reason I'm getting this sensation, it could be the case that time is going to fly by very fast, and it's just feel like everything is speeding up for some reason. Okay, it could either be that, or for some it could literally be that from the time of the proposal to the wedding it may not be that long. But I feel like for the majority of you guys, it's not about the actual timeline, it's more so about the energy. Like, it's gonna feel like everything is speeding up, everything is going so fast, which is actually very often that way. Like, when we are waiting for something very big coming our way, sometimes it feels like time is flying by, and we open our eyes and it's all of a sudden our wedding day, you know? So it feels like months have just maybe, yeah, flight by so fast. And this is kind of the energy I feel like for you guys as well. So your wedding day could actually come sooner than you think. Is there anything else? Yeah, I'm once again getting the message of the nature. If for some of you guys, you want to have nature, or nature is a very important thing in your life, you want your big day to be full of beautiful natural colors and flowers and plants, and once again, maybe even a body of water, then keep manifesting, because I am seeing a beautiful setting, you guys. Wow. Pile 3. Pile 3, this is all I have for you guys for today. Beautiful reading. I think this is my favorite pile. It was wow. Really, wow is the best way to explain my dear Pile 3's energy. So, my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, my dear, if you haven't, I also invite you to subscribe to the channel. If you do, my dear, don't forget to hit the bell, because otherwise you may not get notified when I upload and you pick a card or candle wax reading. And my dear, as always, if you would like to connect with me more on Instagram, I invite you there as well. My beautiful Pal 3, take care, my dear.